All right, good afternoon again, Craps fans. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. So I think it was funny, I just watched a video from Jacob from Wager Me This, and he did, I guess he said 36 full press, laid it out early on, and I don't remember a whole lot about the different strategies that he threw out. I never did figure out whatever happened to him. He had some disagreement with some folks, I guess, and decided it wasn't for him. But he was one of the first ones. He may have even started Craps Nation in the early COVID days, and he had a lot of really good content out there. Seemed like a really super nice guy. So not sure what happened to him. Hopefully everything is well with him and his family, and he continues to chase his passion, I guess. Obviously, Craps was not it. Anyway, so I just wanted to roll out my strategy again, talk a little bit more about it, make sure there's no misconceptions about how to play it, because I didn't get behind, and I don't think I didn't hit the 4, so I didn't have to play that. Anyway, $500 bankroll. This one doesn't have a name; it's just my go-to. All right, so there's 475, 20 in white. And another 5. There's 5, 25. Use those as my markers. I like to have the visual reference as to how much I have, so I know when I've hit my goal without having to do too much counting. Makes it a little bit easier on me. All right, so we're going to start every come out $25 don't, $50 No-4, and I got my $1 big out there in case I lose it. And we lost it. That's fine. Alright, so when we lose our 4, point is 4, then we go out for $100 odds on our don't pass. Only time we do it. So what we're hoping for is we're hoping for a 7 before another 4. And there it is, 617. And that just gets us back to even. So we get 25 on our 50 and 25 flat. So it gets us back to even, less the dollar big, but that's fine. Small price to pay. And because once the point is set, we have the advantage, just like the casino does most of the time, as Jacob pointed out. All right, here we do. Coming out again. All right, this time we got a 5, 2, 3. All right, so we're on the 5, off on our leg, just a hedge for the come out. And we got a 6, 5, 1. So the key to this one is just making sure you got randomized, right? There is no dice set that will get more 7s, or on the come out that will get more 2s and 3s, which is what you want when you're on the don't side. 5, 3, 8. So all you can do is just make sure you randomize the dice. They're as random as they can be, and that's what you want. And I like that. I like the idea that you're playing purely random. You're not trying to set anything. All right, so there's a 415, so we're going to lose our quarter on that one. And we just go back out for another quarter. Put our No-4 hedge out there, lay 4. Coming out, we got an 8 this time. So the 6 and 8 obviously are the ones that we have the least amount of edge on. 5 ways to make a 6 or an 8 against the 6 ways to make a 7. There's a 4, 2, 6. You do see a lot of 6 and 8s, like over and over and over again. So you just, and it makes total sense. It makes perfect sense that you see more 6 and 8s because there's 5 ways to roll them versus the 6 for the 7. So there's a 4, 3, 7 out. Alright, so we're off. We're going to get our quarter back on that one. Back out on our lay. And we got a 9, 6, 3. Alright, so we got a little bit better odds on a 9, right? Because we got 4 ways to hit that versus the 6 ways to hit the 7. But you never know. All right, that was on the bumper there, but it was a 1. I'm going to call it as a 1, so I'm going to say that's my 6, 1, 7 out. I think that's what the dealers would call it. All right, so we're off the 9. Quarter winner. Back out on our lay. It's such a simple strategy. Jacob said it's for lazy people. I don't believe it's for lazy people. I think it's simple, it's easy to keep track of, and it plays to your probabilistic advantage. So, I mean, to me, it's not a home run one, and he said that you're not going to make a lot of money, and you're not. It's a grinding strategy. But if you're only looking for, in my case, 4 units, $100, it's totally doable, and $100 on a $500 bankroll, 20%, that's phenomenal. If you can do that with some regularity. Again, hopefully you want to get more wins than if you're gonna ride out the 500 to a complete wipeout, then obviously you need to win at least 6 times for every one total wipeout. But I think that that's totally reasonable from what I've been playing and what I've seen both here on my table and on win craps. I think that that is a reasonable expectation. All right, 6, 4, 10. So we're on a 10. We're off on our leg. We're not going to do any odds on the 10. Because again, the only reason we do it on the 4, we take the extra chance on the 4, extra risk on the 4, is because we got bumped off, so we lost our 50. So the idea is to take a little more risk on the 4 with the $50 odds, just to get back to even is all you're looking for on that. So with the 10, again, there's a hard 6. We're just looking for a 7. Here's a 4, hard 4. So again, I just want to make sure I'm randomizing the dice the best I can. That's the best I can do. 2, 3, 5, and then the dice are going to do what the dice do. Now I'm just hoping that, because probability says that 7 is going to come up more often, that it will come up before the point. That's what I'm gambling on, and that's the gambling part. 6, 2, 8. 4, 3. 7 out. But it is funny, Jacob also mentioned that the animosity at the table. I prefer an empty table because then you don't have to worry about the animosity. So that's our 7 out, so it's going to get us a quarter. Alright. Back out on our lay 4. And it was funny on the roll to win table on last Friday when I went on the gambling boat. The dealers are just so programmed, and Jacob said that too. They're not programmed for the dark side, and as I'm rolling, he's like 7 loser, that's our first response, all of them, 7 loser, and it's like, no, and I had to point on the table, don't pass, winner, 7 winner. All right, so we're on a 6, off on our leg, here we go, and we got a 9, 5, 4, again, the only thing you got to do, it's such an easy strategy. It's so easy to follow. It gives you an advantage. I believe it gives you an advantage. 6, 3, 9. Since you're playing the 7. 10 on the end. Hard 10. Don't have to worry about any other bets. And it can be a grind. If you get behind, the key is discipline, to not chase. Do not chase. Just stick with the strategy, and the probabilistic edge that you have will allow you to grind back to even. And I think Jacob did that, to even, and then you can try to start going up again. It just depends on how much time you want to invest. 6, 1, 7 out. All right. And because I've been at the table on win craps for 2 hours. Sometimes it'll just go 11, 11, 11, and then it'll get the 6 or 8, and it'll hit the point, or whatever point, doesn't matter what point. And so you can get knocked down pretty hard. The key is to maintain your composure, your discipline. Don't start chasing, because when you start chasing, you might get lucky and make some of it back. But if you don't get lucky, and it tags you a couple of times, even one time, depending on how heavy you go, that can be a huge hit for your bankroll, a big hole. And then it's psychologically very difficult, because then you almost automatically want to start trying to get it back. All right, so dollar. So that was a come out 7, right? So we're going to lose the 25. They're going to pay us 25 and take the big. So I'm just paying the big to keep us up. There we go. Coming out. And that's the beauty of hedging the 7, because you do see so many 7s on the come out. That was a 5, 1, 6. So many sevens on the come out, and sometimes multiple sevens, and it's just like buck, 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 buck. I don't care. I mean, that to me, that's the easiest thing. And yes, you're going to get the 11s all the time, and yes, you're going to get some 2s and 3s. So you know, it kind of balances out. All right, so we're on the 6. We're off the 4. Here we go. Looking for a 7. And we got a 10, 6, 4. Make sure you randomize those dice. 3, 2. And again, it doesn't matter. They're going to roll whatever they roll. 6, hard 6. And that is the point. All right, so we're off the 6. Going to lose that quarter. Back out for another quarter, no problem. Lay the 4. Here we go, coming out. And we got a 4. All right, so we're off. So now we're down 75. Got to pay the big on that one. And we're going to go back out for 50. There we go. And we don't go anymore. No reason to go anymore. You don't want to dig a deeper hole. 5, 4, 9. So we're risking more just to try to get back to 4 that get knocked off, and that's it. That's the rationale for that. And we got a 5, 1, 6. Again, we're a 2-to-1 favorite. 3 ways to make a 4, 6 ways to make a 7. Just hoping that the 7 comes before the 4. And 6, hard 6. 6 again, easy. 5, 4, 1. 8, 6, 2. 7 out. There we go. 4, 3, 7 out. So now we're off the 4. It's going to pay us 25 for our 50 on the odds and 25 flat. Back in our rack. Move that back up to the 4. Put our dollar vig out there. Here we go. Coming out. 5, 4, 1. Alright, on the 5, off on our lay. Such a simple, easy strategy to follow. Gotta hope the dice roll your way. Sometimes there's a 5, 1, 6. Sometimes it's really smooth and you can be out in 15 minutes. Sometimes it goes like this and you're up and down, and you know, it can be a half an hour. 3, 1, 4. Off the 4 doesn't matter. And sometimes it can be a real grind. Sometimes, like I said, it can take up to 2 hours to get your $100. But hey, it's $100. 4, 1, 5. All right, so that's a point hit. So now we're gonna lose that quarter. So now we're down 50 from our high point on profit coming out. And look at that, 2 craps. Nice. So that's gonna pay us. Take that one. Here we go, coming out. Oh, there are 3 craps. 4. Alright, so we're back on the 4, no biggie. Back down to 75 over there. Out for 50 in odds. Here we go. Looking for a 7. Got a 10. 6, 4. Easy 10. And there's our 6, 1, 7 out. Okay. So again, we didn't make any money on that. We just basically got it back. Less the big. So one green for the 2, 1 to 2, and flat for our DP bet. All right, back on the 4, another dollar vig coming out. And we got a 9, 6, 3, 9. Neener. All right, so we're off on our 4. Just got the don't pass rolling. We're exposed. There's our 6, 1, 7 out. Nice. That's what we want to see. So that's the quarter back on that one. Back out on our lay 4. Here we go. And we got an 8. I don't like the 6s and 8s just because it's such a fine margin on those, you know, probability wise. We still have the advantage, so it's good. It's fine. Leave it out there, but it's just Sixes and eights. Come on, give me 7. 6, 3, 9. Big red, looking for big red. We got a 4, hard 4. But we're not on the 4. There we go. And we got a 9, 5, 4. And we got a 5, 2, 3. Six, 3, 9. Yeah, I was hoping that there was like a set that you could use. It would give you more 7s or give you more 2s and 3s, but all the stuff I could read and find, I didn't see any. There were no sets. Now, maybe like Howard Rock and Roller shows, that was a 9, 6, 3, 9. You know, he does that Yuri where, you know, he just kind of rolls the dice on axis. So maybe if you set them, you know, at a 7, it was a 3, 1, 4. Maybe you could get more 7s that way. Nobody ever talks about more 7s, but to me it's a no-brainer. It's like, you know, it's already the most prevalent number out of the 36. If you could get more 7s and play the dark side, you know, that's even better. 5, 2, 7 out. Okay, so that's another quarter there. All right, so right now we're back to our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and we got 75 on the table, so we need one hit. And we're done. We've reached our goal. There you go, one hit. So that's a 2, 1, 3, 3 craps. So that's going to be a quarter winner. And we take our quarter down, pass the dice, tell the dealer we're all done. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's $100. Take our singles back out. I did look at my watch to see how long we've been rolling this, but it wasn't extraordinarily long. All right, so there's the 6. Let's see what we're going to give the dealers. Looks like 21. There's 20 and 1. So, and we're all done. We go do whatever we want to go do. Have a cocktail, have a sandwich, go home, take a nap. And then if we feel like going out and play another session, play another session. I mean, if you can win 2 or 3 sessions a day, that's a lot of money. That's good money, you know. Now, for people that are on vacation that, you know, like hanging out at the table for hours on end, it's not going to be a good strategy for them, and that's fine. You know, you got to do what you like to do and what you enjoy. To me, I enjoy the hit and run, you know, get in, minimize my exposure, make a little bit of money, and get out. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I think I'm gonna do in December, I'll do a 1 a day rollout on this one and just keep track of the dollars on the whiteboard, see how it does. But anyway, hope that helped you. If you got any questions, please leave a comment. And I'm hoping you have a crappy day otherwise. And we'll see you back at the table next time.